Hi all, and welcome to Night Rips. So if you got into this hobby of collecting baseball cards in the 80s and 90s like I did, there was no limit of the number of companies that were involved in, making baseball cards. I primarily, of course, collected Topps and some Donruss, but there was, if you look at other companies like Fleer, Upper Deck, the list goes on and on what you could open. So one of the things I'm going to be doing in these videos is trying to open up those products, not only the products that I used to open whenever I was a kid, but also open those products that I really never did. So today we're going to open up a few packs from a company actually I never have opened, so I'm real curious about this one. So we're going to open up some Score. Now I know Score was one of the big ones, and there's a lot of these cards that people have opened. I just never have. So I've got here actually 3 packs. I got a pack from 88, a pack from 89, and a pack from 90. So let's go ahead and open these up, see if we get anything interesting, any of the big names from back in the day. Problem is none of these are ever really worth anything, but it's fun to open these up. Also, the thing I always found that was interesting was the ability that you could also purchase the cards by sending them the company's checks. So, here's a case where I could purchase a full 40-card set or individual 8-card sets, depending on what I wanted. And they weren't very much, actually. Let's see. I'm trying to see the price of it. Yeah, actually, you're sending for individual set offers. You send Score wrappers, so I guess this was an early wrapper redemption. But let's see what we got in 88. Of course, you saw in 88 too. Score had gotten away from the wax packs, so a little harder to get into. And the thing is this one actually had 17 player cards and 1 Magic Motion trivia card. So let's see what that looks like too. And since I've never opened this, I'm kind of curious. All right. Oh, wow. So we've got Bob Boone, catcher. We have Dan Plesac. Okay, well, that's a young Dan Plesac, too. He's a good player. Tim Laudner. Lee Mazzilli. Marty Barrett. Kind of plain looking cards too, if I have to say so myself. Of course, there's a ton of information on the back. This is actually almost overload, and it looks like this was actually a set of 660 cards. But yeah, you had all the years that they did it, plus a paragraph of their biographical. Wow, that's a lot of information. Oh, here we go. Do you remember Fenway Park, October 2nd, 1978? It's Great Moments in Baseball card. Oh, Dent Basha's a playoff home run. Oh, that's neat. So there's 56 of these. So that's what the Magic Motion. Really wouldn't have to do much motion on this, but get that. I remember when these used to come out. It's kind of interesting. Let's see what else we got. We got Mickey Hatcher. Jim Lindman, Mike Fitzgerald, Tim Conroy, Steve Shields, and I honestly don't know what the color of the border means. Junior Ortiz. Oh, here we go. This is nice. 77 to 81, Reggie Jackson, back when he was a Yankee. And there's the dissertation about Reggie Jackson. Don Ace, Jay Howell, Mike Aldretti, Dave Dravecki, and Jim Acker. So nothing too crazy. The Reggie one was probably the more interesting one, but it was more of an insert type card anyways. All right, let's take a look. So in 1989, they actually had dropped, they still have the Magic Motion trivia card, but they actually had dropped down to 16 player cards, so you got actually 1 less player card. And you could send them $5, and you'd get a special glossy set of the 89 Young Superstars and Trivia card set. It can contain 42 player cards and 5 trivia cards. And let's see who it included. No one too crazy. Oh wow. Definitely a little harder to get into. There we go. Wow, that definitely did not want you to get into these packs. Kind of like hefty bag plastic material. Okay, so we have Willie Wilson, Dave Stewart, there's Sid Bream, Tony Armas. We got our little year to remember, 1976. Again, it didn't necessarily have to be Magic Motion, but okay. Mike Bops, 4 in a row. It's Mike Schmidt. Talks about Mike Schmidt hit 4 consecutive home runs in one game and first National Leaguer in 82 years in 1976. Also, Jim Palmer wins the 3rd AL Cy Young Award in 4 years. There's a lot going on. Maybe I'll read that later. Definitely a lot of text. Bob Welsh, Dave Schmidt, Jerry Mumphrey, Barry Jones. Notice that they lost all the color around the borders, but there is still colors in these. Take a look at the back of these. Oh yeah, I guess Score liked to write a lot, but it's nice they actually have the color picture on the back here too. Definitely a lot to read in these. There's George Bell, Steve Balboni, Sean Hilligus, Zane Smith, Dennis Lamp, 1989 rookie Chad Kruger. Here's another 1989 rookie Bill Brennan, and Rob Dibble. '88 was his first year. I didn't realize that was that far back. Cool. All right, that was interesting. Rob Dibble's interesting. Well, all of it's interesting just because it's a flashback to seeing who made it, who didn't. And then the last pack we got here, again, it's a 16 players, 1 Magic Motion. It's 1990. And what we get here? Oh, again, it was another case of you could get the 1990 Young Superstars and Trivia set. It was a 42 glossies and 5 trivia for $5. You have to... I was looking, sometimes you actually had to send a self-addressed stamped envelope. This one, it looks like they'll do it, but let's see, is any interesting... Yeah. Okay names, nothing too out of there, but this was 1990. And of course, another one that opening these packs are a bit tough. All right, let's see what we got. If I can actually get this pack open. Probably one of the reasons why so many corners were damaged back in the day, because getting open these packs was not easy. All right. Again, looks like they did change it up again. They do love going with these primary colors, though. But they did change it every year. So you've got Barry Lyons, Jody Reed, Alan Trammell. Okay, he's a good player. Juan Agosto, Gene Larkin, Omar Vizquel. We have another of these Magic Motion cards. Let's take a look what this is. This is AL 1980, the MVPs. And that one, yeah, I can kind of see it. That MVP kind of stands out too much, but oh, and it was about George Brett. And it's a few people talking about George, a couple quotes about George Brett, and then talking about him. Again, it's something I may read later, but too long for this video. All right, this is interesting. So it's a Kirby Puckett, but it is not in the same design as the other cards. I wonder why. So, oh, it's a Dream Team card. Yeah, the 1990s, yes, there was some Dream Teams, and Kirby was one of them. Interesting. Just interesting that it's also a totally different design card. It actually doesn't even say score on the front. It doesn't say score until you actually go into the back. Huh. Strange. Okay. Lee Mazzilli. Saw him from the last pack. Gene Nelson. Rick Reed. Look at these, by the way. You know, they give you the number, they don't tell how many. If I remember correctly, this was a huge set. But, you know, everybody was creating huge sets back in the day, too. Oh, there's a good one for the old Boston fans. Here's Bill Buckner. Oh. Yes, he had played a few years with the Red Sox, but we remember what happened with the Red Sox with that one World Series game. You got Mike Marshall, Randy Reddy, Tommy Green, rookie. Now down here they actually put rookie around the this one, it would be around the Braves logo. It's another rookie, Delino DeShields, and Gerald Clark. All right. Well, my take, you know, other than that Dream Team Kirby Puckett, which was that's a nice card. It's a little different. Overall, looking at these scores, obviously I'll open more as I get my hands on them. I really, compared to, you know, they don't have that classic look that the Topps did at the time. I think Donruss was real pretty back in the day. I honestly don't know if I really care for these. You know, to me, I guess if you're real into the stats and real into the backstory of the players, there's a ton of information on these. And to be honest, I do like, you know, reading the back of baseball cards. Probably one of the things I don't care as much about today is the fact that there's not a lot of factual stuff on the back of baseball cards. But, you know, sometimes it is a bit overkill. I also, these were cute, but I don't know. I guess it definitely replaced the bubble gum back in the day, but I don't think I would ever try to collect all of these. So all in all, I'm not sad that I didn't collect score back in the day. You know, these to me seem pretty basic, but it's definitely a nice opening. So let me know how y'all feel, if y'all feel the same, or if you like this kind of look. To me, it's just not my thing. But yeah, I'd like to get y'all's comments. So plan to definitely open up more. Yeah, I will be opening up more score, more Donruss, Fleer, Upper Deck, Topps. Definitely getting the experience of what it was like opening cards back in the 80s and 90s. But go ahead and give me your feedback, and make sure you click on that bell and subscribe so I know you're interested in this, and you know, keeps me going and gives me a reason to buy more nostalgic wax. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing y'all next time.